Hi guys, it's April Lee. I was debating on making this video or not, but I'm going to make it. I had a lady post a comment on one, I don't even remember what video, but she had said don't dwell on your illnesses, and I know she didn't mean it in a rude way, but it really had me thinking a lot. And I'm going to make a video talking about that and a whole other thing, but I wanted to talk about the fact that whether you think about it or not, if you deal with illness, you deal with illness. I'm just going to give you an idea, and it might match up with your life. I don't know. It could be worse or better. But I was in a terrible flare. It started with vertigo a few weeks ago, which then went into a IBS and SIBO flare-up with a lot of fatigue and allodynia and migraine. If you know what allodynia is, it's extremely painful. It's like where the nerve endings, I believe, just trigger pain and these crazy sensations on the top of your skin, and it's very painful, and you just have to like take your medicine and deal with it until it goes away. And migraine, so all that, I dealt with that, and then I got a little bit better. And on Friday, a few days ago, I went to work in the morning for a couple of hours. I worked for 4 hours. I came home and I was so exhausted. After all I did was go to work for 4 hours, pick up my kids from school, and I was so tired. Like, I felt like I worked 15 hours and was fighting an illness. I had a severe flushing in my face, a low-grade fever, and extremely exhausted, like super, super exhausted. And I mean like no energy to do anything at all. And I rested, I, did what I needed to do, but I was basically, couldn't do anything. And so, I rested, slept that night, got up the next morning, got my daughter ready for a competition. She had a first solo competition for dance. Got her all ready to go. My husband drove, thank God, and we drove, about an hour away and went to that, which is not really a lot. You just walk into a convention center, make sure, everything's looking good on her, and be there for her, right? And so that was about 5 hours of that. Then we grabbed something to eat. I come home and I'm super exhausted suddenly, like no energy at all. My husband looks at me like, you didn't do anything. Why are you so tired? I'm thinking, oh my gosh. And that is the combination of what he said and the this lady saying that don't dwell on your illnesses is what's going to actually have me make this other video talking about what dwells within us and how it affects us, and like how some things we have control over and some things we don't. I can obviously control my attitude and how I respond to things within myself, but I can't get rid of my sickness. It's there. Like, I can't. It's like telling someone with, cancer, like, just don't dwell on that. Get rid of it. You can't will it away. It just doesn't work like that. And so, on back on topic. So on Saturday that happened, and then I slept pretty good. I just rested the rest of the day and then slept the night. Got up Sunday, got everyone ready. I'm like, well, I'm doing okay. Went to church. I had to go to work for a little bit after that. So I'm driving to the salon. I get out of my car and I have severe, and this happens to me, I don't know what's causing it, but it's severe bladder spasms and lower abdominal and pelvic pain, like really badly. Like super awful contraction like feelings, and I don't have a uterus, so it's not that. But anyway, it's like your bladder is spasming and sending like super sharp pain to your body, like pelvis down. And so I go into work and I'm thinking, oh my God, let me just get set up and hope I can do okay, because I have a client coming in the next half an hour. So this lasted for like 15-20 minutes, and finally it like faded away. But it was so bad, like it was bad. It brought me to my knees in pain, and it got better. So I drank a little water and I was like, please let me get through this. So then I do these 2 haircuts and I'm happy and everything's fine. I'm not thinking about illness. I'm not dwelling on it, nothing. I'm just like, Lord, please let me be good and get through this day. So then I start turning super red and getting like the flushing in my face and neck and all of that as usual. And I get through that, and I have a a minute or two before my next one gets there, and I start getting waves of nausea. And when I say waves of nausea, it's like if you've ever had like a stomach bug and like you get this like rush of heat and this sense like you're this urgency to throw up, but I didn't. And then the redness in the face, and then I felt the just overwhelming sense to be sick. And with that, I felt like I was gonna like faint. I was gonna pass out. And so I just breathed through that, and I drank some water. I start the client thinking, okay, good, this passed. Please, please, Lord, let me get through this. So I'm doing the hair, and this is coming in waves of nausea. And finally, in the middle of it, I'm like, let me see if I have any Dramamine in my purse. Because if it's like vertigo coming on, I can't tell what's happening because it's also a stomach ache, like a feeling like not a like you're sick to your stomach, but like a stomach pain. And with that, see, you can have vertigo coming on, which I have, and it could be anything. And I didn't know what it was. Sometimes a migraine starts on my stomach, which is crazy. And I get really nauseous, and then the migraine comes, and I have to take Zofran and all that. So I got through it, but it was going in waves so bad. I thought, oh my God, I don't know if I'm going to make it. So I had to get a bottle of water really cold, go in the back room in the break room, and just lay there and put like a cold water bottle on my head, praying to God. I'm like, Lord, please let me just get through this. Please, I need to get through this and get home, because I can't just stop when I'm doing this. Is a person I'm working on. So she got all done, and then I was basically holding back, sorry, but throwing up. And I drank a little water and just did everything I could not to get sick. Got in the car. I messaged my husband that, you know, I needed some sort of nausea medicine. Please see if I have prescription Zofran or whatever in my kitchen, which I did, thank God. So I had the Dramamine. I came home. I took the Zofran, and within about 45 minutes, it was a little bit better. Like the wave of the nausea that was coming from whatever was better. And the lower abdominal pain was so bad it hurt to walk. I had to hold like my lower abdomen and just breathe through it to walk around the house. I started to feel well enough because I'm a very strong human being. I'm like, I got to plan my daughter's birthday party, whether I feel like this or not. And I'm sitting there with her, and we're going over it. And thank God we were able to plan it all and do everything through the phone and like make her a little invitation and all that. And I'm just sharing this with you because like now today I got my kids to school. Thank God, because I wasn't sure I don't know what I was going to feel like when I got up. I didn't think about it. I wasn't dwelling on it. But now I have extreme abdominal pain, and it's coming in waves of like I have to run to the bathroom or something. I can't go food shopping today because I don't know what I'm going to feel like when I'm out. I'm afraid to leave too far because I don't know what reaction I might have, and I can't leave my food in the middle of the store. I can't get stuck in the bathroom at a store, and I need to be able to drive. So I'm going to stay home, and I'm going to pace. I'm going to lay here and rest my whatever is going on. And then basically my plan is to just drink water and avoid any food for a little while, maybe some pretzels or something, and pray this like passes, because I don't know. I mean, years ago I would be at the ER or something, or at a clinic trying to figure out what's going on. But honestly, like, I don't know. I have so many conditions that I just don't know anymore. But the problem is that when you're like this, you have no control. All you can do is learn to work with it. So I made it home from work, thank God, without like getting sick on the side of the road. And I got home to get to my medication, which I should have with me. But this came out of nowhere. I felt totally fine, and then I totally wasn't fine. And this is reality of this stuff. So when people say like they have, you know, chronic illness or it's a disability, it's disabling because you don't know when you can do anything. I thought I was fine. There's no way I could have continued. I would have had to cancel every client I had after this person because I was so sick, and I wouldn't have been able to drive home or anything. So I'm very grateful I just made it and was able to get home and to like do what I had to do. But yeah, I'm just sharing this. I'm going to end it in a minute because I just wanted you to know that if people are telling you not to dwell on your illness, it's not that you're dwelling, it's that you can't help it. Like if you're sick, you're sick. Like I can't avoid it. I can't ignore it. Yes, I want to get rid of it, and no, it doesn't, like, because dwelling, the definition of dwelling is to like take residence of something, live within something and like talk about something. Sure, I talk about it. Yes, it lives within me, but it's not going to take up like all the real estate, so to speak, within me. You know what I mean? Like, it's part of me. I can't get rid of it. It doesn't matter how much I will it away. It's there. But I have other things in my mind besides being sick. I'm just sharing this now because this is reality. This is reality of chronic illness. It's chronic. And when you're chronically ill, you are never better. You are chronically ill. So imagine getting a cold or a flu and never getting better. That is a definition of chronic illness. You get sick, you never get better. You have days of better, but then it's back again. It's reality. It's not negative speaking. It's not dwelling. It's called reality. I do want to get better, but I'm not better. And I can't tell myself, oh, it's just today. It's not. It's years and years and years and years, and it's still here. So chronic illness is chronic. Chronic illness is pretty much with you chronically until it stops, if it ever does. So I'm right now, whether it's negative or not, I'm chronically sick. End of story. I'm chronically sick, but I'm also happy. I'm also a great mom and a wife and a business owner, and I try my very best to work the 10 hours I get my butt into the salon and do what I can. I'm a Christian. I'm a friend. I'm all these things. I'm not just sick, but it is a major part of my life because it's within me and I can't get rid of it. So I do pray every day, and I do want to get better. And when the Lord is ready, I'm so ready to be well. I don't want to be chronically sick, but I will continue to talk about it. I will continue to not dwell on it, but speak on it to support others who are sick like me. There's people who have one condition. I've got many conditions. There's people that have one condition, and it's all they can even think about because it consumes them. It's not because they want to think about it. It's because it's just within them and they live with it. So I'm defending you guys that you're being told, don't think about it, out of sight, out of mind. Like, it's not that easy. I understand, like, distraction. Yes, I'm very busy. I don't just lay around talking about chronic illness. I clean my home. I go food shopping. I run errands. I take my kids to school. I raise my children. I read the Bible. I praise the Lord. I am a friend and a sister and a wife and other things. I work part-time. I am not just a sick person laying around talking about sickness, even though when you see me, that's what you see me doing. This is not my life, just constantly talking about being sick. So just know that I do live. The whole point of my channel is hope, faith, and thriving, living as best I can with this. And the fact that even my husband looks at me like, why are you tired, is a great indication that I'm coping pretty darn good. So, anyway, I hope you guys are doing all right, whether you're, using 1 spoon or 10 or running a marathon or stuck in bed or having 12 symptoms or 1 symptom. You got to do what you got to do for you. Don't worry about what anyone says. Don't compare yourself to anybody, because some days I'll look better and people might be like, wow, she's doing so good. I'm not doing good right now. I feel really sick. I don't feel good. And I will get better. And then I will be this way again because I don't speak it into existence. It just is. So it took me years. It took me 5 years to realize this. So I want to be well, but I'm not well yet. And it's just how it is. And I have to realize that. And so I'm going to continue to share my journey. And if you want to follow along, you are welcome here. Hope, faith, and thriving. Where I always have hope, I always have faith, and I may not be thriving right this minute, but I'll thrive later when I feel better, hopefully. God bless, and bye.